What is happening, YouTube? How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing good. But today I'll be showing you the issues I'm having. I'm having like excessive knock counts. I just bought some spark plugs. I'm about to go pick them up. You'll slowly see that the K count will start to rise. So I just literally left like 5 seconds ago, or I started driving like 5 seconds ago. I already have 2 knock counts on there, and knock is not healthier at all for your engine. It's literally going to maybe just destroy your engine slowly. So I gotta get this fixed, guys. By the way, my exhaust setup right now is Rv6 pre-cat deletes, Rv6 JPipe. I have a stock cat back. I removed my mufflers and I got auxiliary mufflers welded on. I found it used, so that's my setup right now. I'm actually thinking about maybe putting back my pre-cats back on, the stock ones, because man, these auxiliary will sound so good if I have my stock cats back on. But right now it's just so loud. The pre-cat leads, it makes your exhaust so loud because it's just a pipe, and it's just, you get so much more exhaust flow out of it, whereas the stock cats, it's restricted. So loud, man. It's just, everybody's, I probably broke everybody's neck. I just passed by the people I just passed by the bus stop. I do like my current exhaust setup right now. I really do, because it sounds so much better than before. So I don't mind this at all. I just wish that the auxiliary could sound much better, and I know it can, but I just have to put the PCD or my pre-cats back on, and it's just a lot of work. So I don't know if I want to do that. And by the way, we're at 11 now. All right, we're at 20 now. Hopefully you guys can hear the exhaust, man. I love how it's a deep tone, but it could sound so much better, man. Also, guys, if you guys are wondering, PCDs, Rv6 PCDs does make your car stink. Like, it like burns my throat, man. It's so bad. Oh, by the way, we're at 35 counts now. It's terrible, man. I gotta get that fixed before the engine gets messed up. My number 4 service did come up at like 97,000 miles. So once your number 4 service comes up, your maintenance minder items, which is, you know, like A1, 2, and 3, or B service and all that. So my 4 came up, and that means your timing belt, water pump, and possibly even your spark plugs. So, and I looked at my spark plugs yesterday, and it was worn out. So it is time to get new ones. Since after that Shenandoah Mountain cruise, miles per gallon went down to 18.4. It was at like 19.1 or something. So shoot, there's a bridge, loud exhaust. Yes, we made it. And I forgot how much knock counts I had. I think the last time I looked I had like 47 knock counts. But I did get the spark plugs, and they're the original ones. Don't sleep on Advanced Auto Parts because they actually have these for really cheap price. Guys, I think tomorrow, it's getting really late out, so I'll be doing the install tomorrow morning once once the sun comes out, because it's too dark right now and I don't want to be recording and give you guys bad content. So I want you guys to see the whole thing, so how to replace them. So just walking around the cars that way, I get a good look. Oh man, my LED's flashing a little bit. I wonder which one it is. I like all of them. But yeah, I'll continue tomorrow. All right, everyone. It's actually Thanksgiving Day. I did not have time to install it yesterday, but hey, I got some good lighting. Let's go ahead and install it. First thing we got to do is remove the 10mm nuts that are here on number 4, 5, and 6 cylinder, and we'll do also the same thing. But first, we'll do these cylinders from the front first. Now that I got them removed, all 3 of them, maybe I can lift this cover back up. So all you got to do is, there's a tab right here, and lift up. There's another tab right here, and then lift up. You want to press down with this with your thumb, and once you hear that click, just take it off. Set them right there. We can get to the spark plugs. So you will need a 5/8 spark plug socket. Only be using the electrical tool to remove it, but installing it, I'll be using a torque wrench. You don't need a torque wrench. You can use hand pressure, but I'm just using a torque wrench just for the sake of it. To get it loose, I'll be using hand pressure. Then I'll take it off with the electrical tool. Let me show you what cylinder number 4 looks like, and number 5. It looks so worn out. There's like excessive gap right here. That's a lot of gap. Yeah, these spark plugs are so worn out. I hope it'll definitely fix my knock issue. Can you believe that? I had like almost 100 knocks within like 30 minutes of driving, which is scary. These new ones does not need to be gapped at all. This is the new one versus the old one. The new one is like, the new one looks really good. The old one is terrible. Like I'll probably put like 2 quarters in there. And in here, I mean. Every time I take out a spark plug, I'd like to compare what it looks like when I take it out versus the new one. This is what almost 100,000 miles of driving, and the electrode is actually, I mean, it is almost gone. Versus the new one, there's a pretty big tip in there, you know. There's not really a whole bunch of carbon buildup. Whereas the number was this 5 cylinder. This one had some oil all around. This one's actually a lot darker. A lot of carbon buildup on it. And you see this where my tip of my finger is, where it's brown. Looks like some combustion was actually getting past the the metal gasket here, as you can tell. But all right, all the plugs are installed on the front. I just now got to torque them down. We printed out the specs, the torque specs on the spark plugs. It's actually 16 foot-pounds of torque, so you don't have to torque them down. You can definitely just use a regular wrench or ratchet just to tighten them down if you want.
Like I said, guys, you really don't have to use that. You can just use this to tighten it back up, to tighten it if you want. All right, just install it in reverse order. All the plugs are torqued down to 16 foot-pounds. But make sure the connector clicks back on. Now these nuts, I don't torque them down. Just kind of use some hand pressure. Just a little bit. Fronts are done. Time to move on to the back. What sucks is the sun has hidden in the back of those houses, so it's gonna be a little dark. Now I just gotta take out this strut bar. Before I take out the strut bar, pop this off. And I believe this is for the brake booster, I believe. You got a total of 8 12mm nuts and bolts that you'd have to remove. Just zap them off. Once you remove all your bolts and nuts for the strut bar, you can now take them off. Now you have much better access in the back. So for the back part, you'll basically be doing the same thing here. Oh, I almost forgot that. Cool. So you also want to put back. So the key thing about working on your old car is don't forget to put anything back. Double check it, triple check it. Triple check it, that's what I do. That way I don't forget anything. Sheesh, that's a GTR. Now time to remove these 3 nuts. And make sure you don't drop it, man. That would suck. Check this out, guys. 0 knock counts. I've been driving for a good, I don't know, 5 minutes now. And I'm on the highway. And usually when I throttle it, it'll start knocking. 0 knocks, guys. So spark plug definitely fixed all the issues, which is nice. And man, it's hella dark in here because I got like 20% tints on my car, but it's definitely gone. Definitely gone. All right, guys, I'm gonna end the video here. I still have 0 knock counts, man. But this is awesome. So definitely the spark plugs fixed them all up. So but thanks for watching, guys, and happy Thanksgiving, and see you guys till next video. Peace.